So let's get started. Okay, okay. Then so let me share my screen now. Just give me 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen and let's get started with the tuple now. Okay, guys. Let me know, please. Someone, if someone can confirm me, I'm audible to you, and the screen is also shared. And it is the name of the notebook is tuples in Python. If someone can confirm me on the chat, I can start the session now. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Jay, and some other. Okay, Satish, Gauri. Okay, thank you. Let's get started now. Thank you, Vaishali. Rushali. All right. So what are we doing here is we are learning. Okay, we are learning data structures or data types. Okay. Okay. A quick background. What you're learning here is you're learning data science. For few, you might be learning data analytics also, right? Analytics. Ignore my spelling errors. Okay. So what is your end goal here? The end goal in be it a data science or data analytics, the end goal is to take the business data into the Python environment. Okay, and you start analyzing that data. For example, let's say you have taken IPL data. Okay, it's a cricket business data, right? Let's say you have taken a superstore data. Okay, superstore data. Let's say superstore data, anything such as any superstore such as Big Bazaar, I think it's like been closed now. Okay, Big Bazaar. You have got the Big Bazaar data. Okay, so what's your end goal? The end goal is you have this data with you. This is the business data. You have this business data, and you bring that into Python environment, and you can start doing some analysis, and you can start doing some data science onto it, so that you can find out meaningful information from the data. The end goal is to take the business data, find out meaningful information from the data. That is what we are doing here, right? So let's say say that insights could be um, you know top five products which are selling, whose frequency sales frequency is very high. Okay, sales frequency is high, right? This could be one insight, or the other insight could be like top like five products which are not making not products which are not making good sales. Don't worry, I'll come to the data structures as well. Just want to give you a brief understanding, okay, what you're doing, like why are you studying these data structures, and what is that end goal you want to achieve here. Okay, so let's say this is the insights you need to find out. Okay, now the real world data could be in any shape, right? See, the goal in data science is to take the data and find out insights from the data. So data could be in text format, data could be in audio format, data could be in image, data could be video, data could be tabular such as rows and column kind of data could be anything, right? Data could be anything. The goal here is that whatever data you receive from the business, we do not know, the data could be structured or unstructured. Okay, but more specifically, more technically speaking, so it could be anything. It could be, your data could be numerical. Data could be completely text or string. Okay, so what we do here is we are learning data types, we are data structures. These data structures gives you a platform to bring real world business data and convert them into some sort of data type. Okay, so I'll explain you what I'm telling here. Okay, let's say you have got tabular data. Let's say you got a data from the same thing, the Big Bazaar. Okay, and the data is stored there. Transitional data is generally stored in tabular format, rows and column. Okay, how do you store that data? We have something called as list, where we can store the rows and column kind of thing, which you have seen previously. Let's say the first element is ID, and the next thing is let's say this is one product which has been sold. Okay, 01 ID, and the product name is cell phone. Okay, you can name it like Motorola cell phone, and its price is, let's say, 5,500, and some version of Android, maybe like ABC version of Android it has, right? So basically, when you have data which is in the shape of rows and column, we can use this list to store that data, to convert that data into a list. Internally, Python will think that it's a list. Okay, so that you can manipulate those data, and you can find out important information from it. Okay, so basically what we are doing, what I'm trying to tell you here is, no matter whatever data is there in the real world, in businesses generally, we have to bring them internally into Python environment. We have to give them some platform. We are using some advanced platform though, like such as NumPy arrays, which you will be learning in coming classes. But I'm just trying to give you a scenario. Okay, so we have to give a platform. So we have platforms such as list. You can bring the real world data and store it in the form of a list. You have a platform such as tuple. You can bring the real world data and store in the shape of tuple. You have a platform called dictionary. Bring it the real world data and store it in the form of a dictionary. You have a platform called sets. Generally, we don't use sets. Okay. So basically, what we have is we can store the real world business data into some platforms. These are basic platforms, the basic structures, data structures. Okay. So list has been covered. Now we will head on to tuples. Okay. Now, guys, is that clear? Have you understood what is the, why are you studying data structures? See, the session is going to be interactive session, and I want your interaction to be happening on the chat. Okay, if I open the mic, it will be a lot of disturbance. Okay, so and we'll be losing a lot of time also. So chat is the best way. ठीक है भाई राहुल, थोड़ा slow चलेंगे. Chat is the best way. Okay, and प्रतीक, हाँ मैं इसको repeat, I'll repeat it again and again. Don't worry about it. Okay. Uh, let me know your inputs and let me know whether it's whether you are understanding why are we studying these data types in Python. Did you understand the background? So it has to be interactive. Okay, so I'm moving on now. Yes, okay, Satish, let's move on now. You have understood list. Basically, let me just revise. What is list? List is basically, you can store the data. How do you create a list? You have to first declare a variable L is equal to square bracket. Okay, and you can store the data here, like I've stored it on the above list. Okay, let me just copy. You can store multiple data types in one list, right? So this is the list, right? L is equal to list. Okay, L2 is equal to, okay, we can create another list. All right, now there are some characteristics of list. What is the first characteristics is, it is ordered collection. Ignore the spelling. Okay, ordered collection of data. Meaning what? Every element is having some order. This is at the zeroth order. This is at the first index. Okay, second index, third index. Okay, so here when I say it is ordered collection of data, it's also a sequential data. Meaning what? Indexing is possible. Okay, for example, L if I call, let me run this L. Okay, if I call, I think you have done the indexing is what? L of, okay, 0 is what? Zeroth element. You're fetching the 0 means zeroth element, right? Have you done indexing? Please let me know, guys. This is the first session I'm taking over, so I need to know till what you have covered and what is your understanding on these things. Is that covered? Indexing. Okay, it is covered, right? Okay, thank you. So ordered collection means what? Indexing is possible, as well as slicing is also possible here. Okay, so now that is the first characteristics of a list. Okay, lists are mutable. Lists are mutable. Meaning what? You can edit the list. For example, L of 0, I know that it is 0, 1. You can assign some other values to it. Okay, is equal to, if I say triple two, check the L, mutable. You can change the element. You can edit the element of a list. Okay, you can edit the element of a list. All right, now, so there's another one that another is that it is mutable, it is indexable, and slicing is also possible. Okay, but element wise operation is not possible here. Meaning what? L plus 2, if I do, that is not possible. L plus 2 means 2 is going to be added to this element, and this element, and this element. No, this arithmetic operation is not possible here. Okay, so yeah, but concatenation happens. You can concatenate two lists, that is the part, but arithmetic operation are not possible. Now, with respect to that, let us understand tuples. Okay, now where do you use tuples? We have to understand. In real world, we use tuples also. Okay, but first, let us understand how do I create a tuple. Tuple can be created using any variable. The variable name could be anything, but tuple has to be given this round bracket. Okay, and comma separated values. Sorry. Okay, and this is, let's say you can store multiple data types here. It can consist of it's a basically heterogeneous in nature. Okay, any data type is can be given here. Okay, hello, an integer, or a float, or anything. Okay, so this is a tuple. T is a tuple. All right, so the first thing is it is ordered. The elements in tuple have defined order, and that order will not change. Meaning what? Hello is at zero index. Okay, ordered collection. This is zeroth index, first index, second index, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. When I say it is ordered, indexing and slicing is possible here. If I say t of zero, that's what I'm doing indexing. It is hello. If I say t of from zero to try to fetch item till two, zero, one. Okay, hello. Two is this two. You can change it to 20. Okay, so at the second index 20 is there, but that is not inclusive. If you have studied slicing, then you'll understand what is the rules for this. Okay, all right, so this is the tuple. This is how you create a tuple. It's very simple. Let me know any problem here. Okay, I'll be visiting every 10 minutes or 15 minutes once to your chat, and if you have any problem you can just keep on writing any questions or queries or problems here in the chat box. I'll be taking it as and when. All right, so this is a tuple, and you can give any name, you can index, and you can slice it. Okay, but now there's very important difference here. Lists are mutable in nature, meaning what? You can edit the list. Tuple are not that, not mutable. Okay, tuples are not mutable, immutable. Basically, tuples cannot be modified. Okay, so let's see what is that. Okay, I have created a tuple here called my tuple. Okay, let me just my tuple. Okay, and if I call the my tuple here, oh sorry, my tuple indexing is possible the way which we did. Okay, it's not out of index, right? If I want to modify this element, which I did it in the list, it's not possible here. Okay, mm, so tuple object does not support item assignment, not possible. All right, so tuples are not mutable. Okay, this is one of the important feature which distinguishes it from list. Otherwise everything is same in tuple as well as list, but the only thing is that these are immutable. You cannot modify, or sorry, you cannot edit the tuple. Okay, so that is not possible. Heterogeneous in nature, I told, it can hold any data type inside it. Okay, indexing and slicing is possible, yes. The way we did in list, you can index and slice it. Okay, I have shown you about packing and unpacking. Okay, let's see what is packing and what is unpacking here. Okay, here you see, though I have not given any brackets, it is taught, it is, if at all you have mentioned just comma separated values, it is taught as a tuple only. My tuple, you say check the type of the tuple, is it's a tuple only. Okay, now what I am doing here is I am saying, just give me a minute. See, it's my tuple is 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now this is a tuple which holds 3 element, but if you want to have each element to be stored in a new variable, meaning what? I'll just show you. A comma b comma c is equal to my tuple. So what happens here is a is a variable, b is also a variable, c is also a variable. The elements of this my tuple, one element will be given to one variable. Check the a, it's having this one. Okay, check b, it's having one element. C, it's having one element. Okay, so unpacking in the sense, like you have as like let's say you have some elements in the tuple and you want to unpack them to some other variable, you can do that as well. See, indexing, Pratik, indexing and slicing. See, what are these basically? These are the ways to extract data. Indexing and slicing. By using indexing and slicing, you extract the data from any data type. For example, for example, if you want to extract data from a list, okay, how can you extract it? By its index position. What is the index position? This is at triple two is at zeroth index. This is at first index. This is at second index. This is at third index. You can extract data by its index. Zero you do, you can extract it. Okay. One you do, you can extract. This indexing is what? Extracting data by its index position. Slicing is what? You can slice a portion. Let's say you want just the triple two and Motorola. How to do that? Supply the index position, but with a formula 0:1. Okay. Here you have to mention one time extra. So triple two and Motorola. Slicing is extracting a portion. What is a cake slice? Bread slice, a portion of it. Okay. When to use tuple? Tuples are very easy to learn. Use tuples when you want to create a collection of items that should not be modified after creation. What does that mean? In real world, where do we use the tuple? See, there are some scenarios where data should not be changed. For example, marks. Okay. When you are creating a software, and let's say that it's a university software, and the marks have to be displayed. Okay. At that point, nobody should change the marks. Once the marks is declared, once the marks is written, nobody should change the marks. The programmer should not change the marks. So at that position, what you can do is you can use this tuple as a internal data structure or a data type to you know store the marks so that it cannot be changed. But if you store the marks in the list, what happens? Because the lists are mutable in nature, anyone can change the list, anyone can change the marks, right? So where you have confidential data such as like bank data, okay, account detail, right? Those all things like passwords and all, like nobody should have an access, or nobody should modify or edit it. At that time, what you have to do is you have to use the tuple. Tuples are generally faster than lists due to their immutability. Tuples are faster in action because they cannot be changed. So they can be used with when performance is critical and the data does not need to change. Tuples are used when you need sequence of items that should remain constant throughout the program. That's what, again and again, the same thing. Okay. All right. Now, there are some examples here. You can just work on those things. Okay. Nesting is possible here. Tuple inside a tuple is possible. Okay. So you might have seen the list nesting of a list, right? What is that? Let me just show you. L is equal to, there could be multiple lists inside it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, right? So now if I check L of 0, what will be fetched? This is the first element. This will be fetched. Okay. So this is nesting. Okay. Now I want the first element of this one. So what I have to do is again supply 0. So 0 of 0. This will be fetched. Is that clear? So nesting is possible in the list as well as possible in the tuple. You see here, this is a one simple element integer. This is a tuple altogether. If I do nested tuple, if I do nested tuple of 1, see, this element has been fetched. Since it is nested, you can use another level of indexing and supply 0, 2 will be fetched. Right? Nesting is possible. Simple thing. Accessing element in a tuple. How you can access element? Accessing element in a tuple by indexing and slicing is possible. Similarly, negative indexing is also possible by doing negative indexing. I hope you have studied negative indexing. Okay. If not, I'll show you here. So this is my tuple. Okay. Why did I create this here? Okay, my tuple. Now, if I do my tuple of -1, what will happen? The last element will be fetched. Similarly, if you want to slice, maybe like from -1, -2, -3, -3 colon everything. So from here it will be slicing everything. Okay. Negative starts from here, -1, -2, -3, -4. And how do you slice it? If you slice, everything will be fetched from left to right, not right to left. Okay. So here I'm trying to fetch from -3 to everything. -3 to everything. Banana, cherry, and date will be fetched. Is that clear? You can keep on posting your questions and doubts in the chat box as and when you come across any problem. Okay. I'll be looking at it whenever I get to the home page here. All right. accessing item through indexing and slicing. Okay, slicing a tuple, I have shown you how do you slice a tuple or a list. It is the same way. Okay, accessing element in nested tuple, I've shown you how to access element in a nested tuple also, right? So here are some scenario based questions which you need to work on. Editing a tuple. See, I told you that lists are mutable in nature, but tuple are immutable. Fruits. Okay, if I check the fruits of 0, apple is fetched. Okay, fruits of 1, banana is fetched. Clear? So now what I was talking about is editing a tuple, right? See, editing is not possible. Fruits is of 1 is equal to, if I make 5, and it says tuple object does not support item assignment. You cannot change it. You cannot edit it. Fruits of 0, hello, not possible. Convert the tuple to a list. Yes, you can do that. There's something called as typecasting, meaning from one data type to another data type you can create. Okay, so fruit list is my tuple. Okay. This is my tuple. Okay, look at this. If I check the type of it, so this is a tuple. Now what I'm doing here is I'm converting this fruits into a list. How do I do that? You can just say list of fruits. It will be converted into a list. Now you can store this in somewhere like a is equal to. Now you check the a, it's a list. Check the type of a, it's a list now. Okay, so typecasting vice versa is also possible. You can convert a list into a tuple also. Just you have to typecast it. How? By using this list. Okay, for example, now a is what? A is a list. You want to convert into a tuple. How? What you can use this tup. I think tuple you have to use, or tup. I don't remember. Just give me 1 minute. Here you might have. Okay, you have to use the tuple itself. Okay, tuple of a. If you do, so now what happened? A earlier was a list, got converted into a tuple. How? This operation you can store it in a variable. B is equal to, and check b now. See, it's a tuple now. So we can convert one data type to another data type. That is also possible here. Gajanan, if you're from non-technical background, then you'll have to work a little more on your previous sessions also. Uh, then these sessions will make sense to you. See, basically, what are we doing here is we are learning programming. Okay, programming is a little technical. You have to master this, and you have to learn everything from the basic, and then only you can proceed further in this. Okay, so I think like you have to go a little bit on the basics of programming, which has been covered in the previous sessions. Okay, you can just look for some online resources also, but these classes which will be held here are more than sufficient. Okay, so you have to be a little patient on this. Okay, but don't miss out the classes. Slowly you'll get each and everything here itself. Okay, all right. That is why I gave you this starting discussion on this. What is that? What is that? Our end goal is. Why are we learning these things? Okay, because real world data could be in any shape. You should know how to handle those that data. Okay, so Python gives you a platform to work around that data. Okay, just give me 1 second. Fine. So now where I was here by type conversion, you can just convert the type. Concatenate slices of tuple. That's not don't fall in that. Deleting, yes, deleting a tuple. It's just simple that you have to use a del keyword. Fruits is a tuple. Okay, I created a tuple, and if you want to delete all the elements or the tuple itself, you can just use the del fruits. It will be gone. Okay, now you just try with the fruits itself. It will not be no longer available, right? Name fruit is not defined because it is deleted. You have used the keyword. You want to make it again, you run this again. Fine, now the fruits will be available. Okay, run this del wala, and then you'll no more see that. Okay, let me know if you have any doubts so far. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any doubts here, let me know. Then we'll proceed further. You have to run it again. It's very simple. See here, what did I do? If I execute this cell, what will happen? Fruits will be created, right? If I use del fruits, it's gone deleted now. If you check fruits, no more, it's not there anymore, right? Again, you run the cell, means what? Again, it has been created. That's what I've shown you. All right. So takeaways. Now, okay. So now arithmetic operations. Generally, it is not possible here. Arithmetic operations are not possible on tuple. But what will happen? I'll show you. See, tuple one is having 1, comma 2, comma 3, and tuple. I've created two tuples, 4, 5, 6. Okay. When I do tuple one plus tuple two, what should have happened? See, addition means what? Things should be added, like 1 plus 4, 2 plus 5, 3 plus 6, right? Element wise addition should happen, but this will not happen here. See here, when I do tuple 1 plus tuple 2, it is just concatenating. This is my first tuple, 1, 2, 3. This is my second tuple, 4, 5, 6. It is not adding elements, rather it is joining or concatenating. So generally arithmetic operations are not working here, logically speaking, but concatenation is happening. Okay. So multiplication, again, see, this is one tuple which I have created, which is having 1, comma 2, comma 3. If I say tuple 1, okay, which is this, okay, if I say multiply tuple element of tuple 1 by, let's say, 5, okay, so what is happening? It is not multiplying 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 threes. That's not doing that. Rather, what it is doing is it is add, kind of concatenate, multiplying all the tuples 5 times, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 5 times. It is multiplying all the elements. Okay, so this is what is happening with addition and multiplication. When you do arithmetic operators, what will happen to the tuple is, logically speaking, it doesn't work out. You might have seen membership operators in your operator class. What is a membership operator? Basically, you have two membership operator, in and not in. Okay, in and not in, to check whether an element is a member of that particular data type or not. Okay, I'll just copy this here. So my tuple, if I check, and if I say 10 in my tuple, what will happen? Is 10 available in my tuple? Yes, 10 is available. So the answer is true. So remember, whenever you are checking for a condition or relation operators, or some conditional operators, the answer is always a boolean, true or false. Okay. Now, if I say 55 in my tuple, it's false, because 55 is not there in my tuple. So it's saying false. Okay. Not in is the reverse. 10 not in my tuple. See, 10, what is there in my tuple? 10, 20, 30, 40. Is 10 not in my tuple? No, it is there in tuple. So the answer will be what? False. Okay. So you check some other element which is not in. And these are though very simple, very easy, but are extremely important when you are going to work on data analytics and data science. Pay very much attention to whatever is being taught here, because this forms the basics of your, basics of your fundamentals of your programming, as well as for data analytics and data science. These are very crucial things. Operators, data structures, and these simple syntaxes are very, very important. I can't just stress enough, because what will happen if you will be working with real world data, there you will be seeing these into action, and there you'll feel the heat that if you have not paid attention to these classes. Okay, so I'm applying this membership operators to the tuple, and you see the answer is always in a boolean, true or false, true or false. Okay, all right. Iteration. Have you studied for loop? Yes, Praveen. Have you studied for loop? Anyone can help me with that? Okay, if you have not studied for loop, guys, I don't see a lot of interaction happening here. Mm, no, you have not studied. Okay, thank you. Now, what I'll do is I'll keep this section open. You first we will cover the for loop in coming classes. for loop will be covered, and you can come back again and you can see this iteration on the tuple. Okay. All right. Now, let me just give you some important thing here. We have learned tuple. I think you have learned string also, right? Hello world is a string. L is a list. Let me just create a simple list, and let me create a tuple. Okay. All right. So this is a string. This is a list. This is a tuple. Okay. Now, we have something called as methods. You might have seen in the list also. What were the method? L dot append was a method, right? And you might have seen the working style of a method, like how do we write the method. L dot remove was also a method, I think, if I'm not wrong. Pop was a method. Okay. L dot hit the tab, you'll get the method names here. Remove is also a method, right? L dot, there are some methods here. I'll just hit the index. Okay, these are the methods associated with list. If I do L dot append, see, methods are what? Methods perform some operation. Methods perform some actions. Basically, I have this list. If I want to modify this list, like if I want to change something with this list, if I want to customize this list, I can do it. I can perform some customization using the methods. Append will do what? It will add item to the last. For example, let me append 505,500. Okay, L again, I will run it. So L dot append I will do. Okay, now I'll check L. See here, my list had only 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Now it is appended 5,000 in the last, right? So this append is a method which is, modifying or doing some operation to my existing list. Okay. Pop is also a method which will pop out last element. Look at this. My last element in the list is 5,000. This is popped out. Remove is also a method which will remove whatever element you mention. Okay. Which will remove whatever element you mention. If I say L, no more 5 is there. Pop means it has removed 5,000. Here remove I've used, so it has removed 5. L dot index, if you check, it will give you the index position of any element. Let's say I want to check the index element of 2. So it is at first index. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, I'm trying to tell you that you have methods with respect to all the data types. For list also, you have some separate methods. It depends on the nature of the data it is holding. Are you understanding? So it depends on the nature of the data it holds. There are a lot of methods inside it. For example, I have a string. S is my string. Hello world is my string. If you check the type of, it's a string, isn't it? So what method I can have on string? S dot. See, there are different methods. How I'm getting this? First, you'll have to write the variable name S dot, hit the tab. You'll get a drop down menu. You'll get a list of methods which you can apply it on a string. Is that clear, guys? So far, let me know. Jay, it was covered in the list itself, I guess. Append. I've just shown you again. I'll show you. No worries. Any other questions you have here? Apart from append, do you have any questions? Okay, then let me just go back. Okay, string is holding what kind of data? It's holding string kind of data. Now, okay, see, what is a S? Basically, it's a text data, isn't it? It's a text data. So whatever logically possible with the text, that only will be done here. What I mean to tell, see, on text data, what all you can do? You can uppercase, you can lowercase, you can swap the case, you can do all those things. So all those methods will be here. See, case fold ends with uppercase, lowercase. If I can show you here, see upper. If I do s dot upper and always use this bracket, when you are using a method or a function, you have to always use a method, this bracket. Why? This will also be cleared in the coming session. Don't worry about it. Everything got uppercased. S is holding what? Is holding hello world. If I use this upper, so it's a method which performs some operation on the data type, right? So these were with the list and tuple string. Now let us see with tuple what all methods we have. So I've created a my tuple. I'll say my tuple dot. I'll hit the tab button. I am seeing only two methods here. One is index, other one is count. There is no other method. Why is that so? Because my tuple, why only two? Why only two methods with tuple? Why not few more? Because in the list you see, I'll show you. If you see list l dot, there's so many methods. On S string, you see there are so many methods. But on tuple, if I do, there are only two methods. Why is that so? Because the tuple, if tuple is immutable in nature, means you can't edit or delete. In the append, what did we do? We edited. We added a new item, right? In the remove, what did we do? We removed an item. We edited. We modified the list. Here, it's immutable in nature. No addition, no deletion. Okay, so there are only two methods available on tuple. What is that two method? Okay, first method is count. I'll say count in the bracket. I will supply a number. Count how many times 2 is occurring. 2, 2, 2. It is occurring thrice. Count how many times 1 is occurring once. Count how many times, let's say, 5 is occurring once. 50 is occurring 0, because there is no 50 at all in this my tuple. Is that clear? Jai, I would say you have to switch to some good network connection. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of things. Please make sure you have a healthy network. Okay. These are really, really important classes. Otherwise, the see, it's all technical thing. Data analytics, data science, um, they are all connected. All the classes are connected. If you lose a previous class, this class might look very random to you, or it may look very what you say, um, irrelevant to you. Okay, so all the classes are connected. There is a lot of connections happening. We are every class we are building upon the skills, and we are using the previous skills in every new class. Okay, so make sure you are attending all the classes, and make sure you are coming on time, and make sure you are also working on those topics which has been covered in these weekends. All right, so let's move ahead then. Okay, so count is this. Okay, now index will give you the index position. For example, if you say index, okay, my tuple dot index, okay, supply any element. What is the elements here in tuple? A, B, C, D. So you want to check the index of D. It is at fourth index. 0, 1, 2, 3, and fourth. D is at fourth index. Check for C. 0, 1, 2. It is at second index. Okay, so index is that. Okay, only two elements, only two uh, um, methods are there here on the tuple. Okay, so now let us see some Python functions. See, methods and functions are quite similar thing only. These things will be cleared to you when you will be learning object-oriented programming. Okay, don't worry about them, but you can think about them as the same thing. See, print is a function from Python, right? Print is a function. Type is a function, isn't it? And you have min is a function. Max is a function, right? Max is a function. So append is also a function, but it's called as method, right? There is a little difference. These things will be cleared when you'll study the function and object-oriented programming. For now, you can think about this as these are the all Python functions. Okay, these are written by the Python programmers who have written this Python language. They have written some inbuilt functions. You can apply these functions on the tuple also. For example, my tuple. You want to check the length of this my tuple. What you can do? You can use a function called length. I'll show you here. Len length. Okay, my tuple. You supply the name of a tuple here. It will tell you that it is 5. There are 5 elements in the tuple list. Sorry, length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 elements. It's the length of the element. My tuple is 5. Okay, max. Max will give me what? It will give me sometime it doesn't work out. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so max of my tuple. So actually it is like ASCII in the order of ASCII. Okay, I'll just create another tuple here. T is equal to. So if you want to know the maximum element which is maximum number, 45 is a maximum. Okay, you can check for min also. See, min is also a method. Min will do what? It will give you the minimum number in the tuple. So it is performing some operations basically. Methods and functions perform some operation. Some will do what? It will add all the elements of a tuple. Sum of a tuple you do 70. Okay, what is t basically? 1 comma 2 comma 35 6 8 8. So add all of them. Just use the sum. It will be adding all of them. Okay, sorted will do what? See, now I'll call it the t. So you want to sort them ascending or descending order. You can use the sorted t. You see, it's been sorted and the answer is in the form of a list because it is written like that. Whenever you use the sorted operation or met function, what will happen? It will sort the values inside this tuple and give answer in the form of a list. So 1, 2, 6, 8, 8, and 45. It's been sorted now. Okay. So any is there, returns true if any element in the tuple is true. If the tuple is empty, all elements false, it returns false. So we will study Boolean first and then you can come back to this. Okay, any, all, and these things. Okay, so now the tuple itself, like you can convert an iterable into what? Into a list or a tuple. I told you type conversion basically. Okay, t is this. Okay, if you want to convert t into a list of t, see, a tuple got converted into list. Similarly, vice versa, I've shown you. Okay, so yeah, that's it for tuple. Yes, that's it for tuple. Okay, there are some more questions here, a scenario based question. You can work on them. Okay, let me know if you have any questions on the tuple. I'm You just add it, Rahul. See, the total number of elements, you just add it, it will be 70. Okay, guys, so we'll have a quick 5 to 7 minutes break now. It's almost 8:30. By 8:37 we'll join again. Okay, welcome back, guys. Someone asked like why we use bracket. That will be clear in the Python function classes, but yeah, that will be clear. Don't worry. Whenever you're using methods and function, for now you remember that you have to use the bracket. Okay, but why do we use it? And everything will be cleared in the coming session. Don't worry about that. Please share this sheet. Yeah, we'll share the sheet. Don't worry. Let's get started with the next thing. Okay. I guess Tuple is covered now. The next thing is, mm, just give me a minute. The next thing that we have to learn now is dictionaries. Let me stop sharing this and guys, let me know once the screen is. I think I think it's visible to you guys. If you can confirm me on the same. Thank you, Prashant. Now let us move on to the next. Okay, we'll share the sheet. Don't worry about it. Now let us move on to the next type of data structure or data type called as dictionary. Okay, very important type of data structure called dictionary, and it has also got a lot of real world applications. Okay, basically when you have data, real world data, and when you bring them into Python environment, the data structure looks like a dictionary internally. Okay, so now now let me just quickly introduce to you what we have done so far. This is a string, right? This is a list. Look at the syntax here. There we are using this double quote or single quote. Here we are using what? We are using um, brackets, square brackets. Here we are using round brackets for tuple, isn't it? So this is a tuple. Now what is a dictionary? Okay, so dictionary is this. B is equal to, you have to give this two curly brackets first, and here every element is comma separated, tuple comma separated. Here each character is a one element, right? Similarly, here it's a key value pair. Just pay attention. I'll explain you what is that. Okay, it's a key value pair. Meaning what? Okay, first you have to supply the key name. Okay, then colon value. What is the value? Let's say the name is Raj. Okay, comma. See here, name is a key here. Raj is a value. Okay. Now another. I'll create one more. See, all together this is one element. Okay. This together all together one element, comma separated. Here only one element is a one element. Here there are two values. Key value pair is one element. Okay. So here let's mention age colon 35. Okay. So D is a dictionary. Okay, D is a dictionary. For in order to make you understand in a very simplest manner, I'll take this example. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, ignore the code, but I'll make you understand something here. Ignore the code for now. You will not understand this. Okay. Hmm. All right. So what kind of data it is? It's a tabular data, right? So basically, it's a Titanic data set. We'll be working on data sets in coming classes. Okay, just want to make you understand how dictionaries look like. Okay, so what we have here is these are all column names. These are all column names. Okay, this is first column survived P class. Okay, it's holding the Titanic's passengers data, survived, whether someone survived or not, which passenger class the passenger was traveling. Okay, so each row is talking about one passenger here. Okay, this passenger who did not survive, 0 means did not survive, 1 means survive, who was traveling in third class, and he was a male, his age was 22, and some added information is also there, and he paid a fare of $7, and he embarked in some station. So kind of these information about the passenger. This is called as tabular data, where you have row and column. This is one row, this is second row, this is third row, fourth row, fifth row. Okay, these are columns. Okay, survived first, second, third, so and so forth. All these are columns, and these are rows. Okay, So these are rows and columns. Now, when you have tabular data, you just observe how this dictionary I will represent in type of a tabular data. Okay, so you can think key as the name of the column. You can think key as name of the column, and you can think value as the value inside it. For example, here I have created a simple dictionary key value pair. Let us create this kind of dictionary now. Okay, so I'll say Titanic dictionary is equal to, I have to use what, curly brackets. Okay, what is the first key? Survived. Survived. Okay, survived. So this is the column name. Key is nothing but column name. What value you are going to put inside it? There are multiple values. What I will use a list. If you had only one, no matter, you can use directly one. So here 0 comma 1 comma 2 0 comma 1 comma 0. Okay, I'll explain you what is this. Okay, comma. Now next column, next key, p class. Okay, so now I'll put input some values here. Okay, p class is having first class, second class, and third class. First class, second class, third class, first class, second class. Okay, how many values I've written? Okay, 5. All right. Now sex. Okay, the key is sex and colon. All right, now the first guy was male. I'll just input in the form of a male comma female. Okay, so kind of repeating all these again and again. I'll just take copy this comma male. Right, so I've created a dictionary now. Titanic, you see, the same kind of data is there. Okay, survived. Okay, survived is this is the name of the column, survived. Okay, the first element corresponds to first passenger. First passenger did not survive. He was traveling in first class and he was a male. Second passenger survived, traveling in second class, and the passenger was female. Third class passenger did not survive, traveling in third class, and he was a male. Are you understanding? Are you trying to relate it? Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to tell you is dictionary also holds real world data. If the data is in the shape of tabular data, if your real world data is in the shape of tabular data, you can bring that and convert them into a dictionary. So what I'm trying to tell you here is basically what I'm in mapping type dictionary, right? Yes, Gauri. So what I'm trying to tell you here is basically we have lot of type of real world data. We should have we should accumulate or accommodate that data in Python. The data could be in text. We have string to store that data. The data could be in tabular format, rows and column. We have list. We have dictionaries. We can store that data. The data could be in any other shape also. Okay, so you can store that data into some platform inside the Python programming language. Okay, so now we have dictionary, which we where we can for now you can understand that dictionaries are nothing but there's a keys and the value, key value, key value, key value pair. You can have one key, one value also. One always keys will be one only. Okay, one key, multiple values also, right? Like what we have seen. Okay, now I'll convert this Titanic into data frame. You'll see here. Df1 is equal to, I have to import first pandas here. Hmm. See here, the dictionary which we created. Now, if you convert that into a data frame, convert that into a what? Like a table. That is also possible. This is the same information. It became, see, survive became a column name, P class became a column name, sex became a column name, and 0 1 0 1 0. Look at this, 0 1 0 1 0 1, right? P class 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Male, female, male, female, male, male, female, male, female, male, right? So basically, when you have this kind of data, real world data, you can convert this real world data into a dictionary. But why are we doing it? Why are we doing this? Why are we converting it into a dictionary or any other format? Generally we don't convert them into, but these are the very basic data structure. There are advanced data structure, we convert them into advanced data structure such as numpy arrays and other thing, such as data frames or series. But why are we converting them into Python data structure? Because we want to manipulate with them. I mean, like we want to manipulate them, we want to do analysis on them. Okay, so real world data bringing and converting into the Python's internal data structure so that you can manipulate, you can play around with them, you can do some mathematics on top of it. For those reasons, we are we are learning these data types and data structures. These data types, data structures which you are learning are very basic. But the other advanced data structures which you will be learning in libraries in coming classes will be built upon these kinds of logics only. So you need to know these things, basics. Okay. Though we do not use heavily, but yes, we use them a lot. Okay, don't get confused with my sentences. Like, we don't use heavily, but we use them a lot. So we use them generally. So you need to know these things. Okay. So all right, now we have created a dictionary. Now let us see how to work with dictionary. I hope you have understood how to create a dictionary, guys. पैंडास क्यों इंपोर्ट किया? ओके भाई, आने वाली क्लास में बताऊंगा प्रतीक, मैंने आपसे कहा इग्नोर करो उसको अभी, मैं आपको आने वाली क्लास में बताऊंगा क्यों इंपोर्ट किया था. You have any doubts here? Let me know before I move further. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Please share current notebook link at the end of lecture. You stay. Okay, remind me towards the end of the lecture, guys, about the this current notebook link. I'll just post this into some drive and then from there I'll share the link. मतलब अभी के अभी तुम इसको डाउनलोड कर लो, फिर मैं वहां से इसको हटा दूंगा. ठीक है? Remind me that towards the end. Okay. All right. Now let us understand characteristics of dictionary. See, first we studied list. We have studied the string also. Okay, tuple. Now dictionary. Okay, this is ordered. Indexing and slicing was possible. Possible. Same goes with the tuple. Okay, ordered, indexing and slicing possible. Dictionary unordered. Indexing, slicing not possible. But there are other ways to access. Okay, unordered. Dictionary do not maintain any order for their elements. Okay, if you check, if I say, uh, okay, if I say T, this is one. This is an order. It is at zeroth index, first index, second index, third index, and so on and so forth. But here it is not any index. No, this is not at zero index. Okay, we do not know what is the internal structure. It is unordered basically. Okay, this is one element. This is another element. This is another element. We do not know the structure of it. Okay, so it is unordered. Mutable, yes, it can be changed. It's not like tuple once created cannot be changed. No, it can be changed. Mutable, for example, my dict is this, and so mutable means what we did it for the list, right? I've shown the same example here. Forget about it. I'm not this one like forget the list here for now. Mutability I'm showing. My dict is holding this, and now here my dict. Okay, uh, okay. Before mutability, I'll show you something. My underscore dict is this. I'll create a list for here now. Okay, so I'll show you something called as accessing element. How do you access element from the list? By indexing. At zeroth index, this is there. At first index, this is there. But look at the syntax for accessing. What is that? As soon as you create the variable name, you give this square bracket. Don't get confused with the this square bracket after giving assignment operator and the direct square bracket. This is for accessing. Similarly, if you want to access element from the dictionary, you have to use the same thing. My dict is a dictionary which is holding first element is Alice, second element is this, third element is this. Now, if you want to access element, the syntax remains same. Use the square bracket only. But if you mention zero, it will not fetch anything because it is unordered collection. There is no indexing and slicing. Rather, what you have to give, you have to supply the name of a key, right? If I look at this, this is a name is a key, Alice is a value, comma, age is a key, comma, city is a key. So when you want to access values of a dictionary, supply the name of a key. Okay, if you want to fetch the value of age, supply the key, sorry, age 25. So this is how you access elements in the dictionary. Unlike the list and tuple and the string where you access it by its index position, here you are supplying the key. Is that clear? Okay, now we will move on to I was talking about the addition. Okay, My dict I'll call upon. Now, in my dict name, Alice is there. I want to assign it to Raj. Check my dict now. Raj has been assigned. Okay, so you can edit the dictionary. That is possible. You want to edit the city? Abey. Possible. Okay, addition is possible. You can edit anything here. Okay, so some more examples here. Unique keys. Okay, this is very important. The next characteristic of कहाँ गया यहाँ पे. Okay, the next characteristics is unique keys. Keys cannot be duplicate. For example, अब यहाँ पे. Okay, you see here my dict name is there, age is there, city is there. Okay, now I'll create one more thing. I'll create one more key. I'll call my dict now. See what is happening here. Array. Okay, what is happening? My dict name Alice, age 25, name box. Okay. Here it is written one more time. I'll just remove this. Okay, now for now. Name is there, age is there, and again age is there. So, though we had this age here, since you wrote another key as age, there's a duplicate. Okay, so the last occurrence, whenever you update it, whenever you add it, will be taken as it. Okay, let's say, so it has to be unique only. Okay, uh, now it will be taking as 88. Okay, these two are not taken, so there could be only one key. So avoid using multiple times same keys. Okay, so the last one will be taken, right? So unique keys, each key in dictionary must be unique. Okay, you don't don't duplicate the keys, otherwise it gets confused. Keys are immutable in nature, meaning what? Always use the keys which are immutable data type. What is the immutable data type? Okay, which all data types are immutable? See, which all data types are unchangeable? First, integer is immutable, comma. Float is immutable, comma. String is immutable, means once created cannot be changed, comma. Tuple is immutable. List are mutable, right? You should not use list as a key, right? For example, here you see we have created a dictionary. The key is a tuple. It is okay. Key is a string here. It is okay. Key can be a dictionary. Key can be a integer. It can be a float. That is okay. Okay, I'll create one more key. I'll create one more dictionary. One is to hello. See, this is okay. But if you create my underscore dict to if you give key as a list such as 1 comma 2 colon hello, this is a problem because list is a mutable thing. Unterminated string literal detected at line 1. Okay, क्या हुआ? Okay, first इसका problem है. So unhashable type list, you can't use keys. Mutable items, immutable items are okay. Int, float, string, tuple, okay, are okay. Dynamic means it can grow and shrink. You once created, you can add more and more. For example, here you see I created a dictionary. Only I have here is name Alice. Okay, I'll check the dictionary now. Only so if you want to grow this again, my dict of you want to have another age is equal to 30. Okay, now you call the my dict. See, only one element was there, another element has been added. Similarly, you can add one more element, or you want to delete something, you can delete also. For example, I want to delete del my dict. Okay, all the dictionary got deleted. Okay, shouldn't do that. Okay, del my dict of any element, any key you have to want to delete, the key value pair will be deleted. My dict, you check, only age is there. Okay, so these are simple operations on dictionary. Guys, let me know, sir. Please explain dictionary. Repeat nahi bhai. Prashant, you have to be very attentive. See, it's a very lengthy topic. Okay, any part you say me to repeat, I can do. Repeating entire dictionary like almost now 30-35 minutes now, right? That is not possible. मतलब बहुत लोगों का time waste हो जाएगा इस पे. 20+ candidates होते हैं, सबका ख्याल रखना होता है. कोई part you don't understand doesn't matter. I can repeat that. Okay, so you have to be very much attentive in the class. It doesn't mean I'm. Guys, you have any questions? I'm waiting for your questions. मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ है questions तो लेते हैं, नहीं तो dictionary complete करते हैं इसको. See, I'll tell you one thing. From whichever background you are, okay, coding is like math. You can't by heart, or you can't just, you know, look at the code and understand and then go ahead. No, you have to practice. You have to practice and practice it again, again and again. Then only these things will come handy. Otherwise, it will not. Initially, this may look very difficult, but it is not. It is very easy. There's a lot of things are connected internally. Okay, so you have to be patient a little. That you don't be impatient and then you say that no, it's not coming to me. No, it will not come to anyone at first. Gradually it will come to everyone, provided you practice, you stick on it. Okay, so see, there's a lot of things being covered in 2 hours class. What you have to do is you have to break it into multiple sessions and multiple sections. Practice each section. Like let's say there are 50 different points covered in this particular. See, you have all the week time. Okay, so you know 10 points in one day you can cover, and like 5 days you can cover all those 50 things. Okay, so you can do that. But if you don't practice it, believe me, the next class there will be some more items piling up. You will be forgetting the previous one, and you'll be frustrated to go ahead, and you'll be demotivated. The only thing here, there's no rocket science. The only thing here is that you practice whatever is covered in the current session. Till you come to the next session, everything should be cleared. Okay, make sure that happens to you before you come to the class. Okay, let's move ahead. Key values pair. Okay, yeah, I told you mutability, types of keys. Okay, so the same thing is added here. Okay, the same thing which I have explained you is added here. Okay, look at this. Example of different data types of the key. This is a string. This is a tuple. Sorry, integer. Float as a key. Tuple as a key. Okay, so accessing items in the dictionary also I have shown you, right? So I will show you something here. Just give me 1 minute. Uh, give me 1 minute. I'm just checking what all things are here. Okay, so let's get started now. Okay, so all these examples I've covered. Okay, let me just have a look again. Keys in a dictionary should be uniqueness. Okay, immutable keys must be immutable. I told you what are immutable things and immutable things. Okay, types of keys you can just mention here. Values in a dictionary. So values could be of any data type. The keys have to be immutable only. Value could be anything. Just that you can remind, you can see when we started. See here, values. These are keys. These are keys. These are keys. Right? Key has to be a specific data type only. Value can be anything, right? You want string, you want float, you want this, you want that, you want list. Doesn't matter. Okay, it could be anything. Okay, so dynamic meaning it's changing. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, well, accessing dictionary. I have told you how to access dictionary. Again, I'll show you. D. Okay. How do I access the dictionary now? First, D off the square bracket. Take the name of a key. What is the name of the key here? Name itself. Okay. You want the age. Sorry. Let's take the age. See, what will I get? I will get the value. What will I get? I will get the value if I have this age. Clear? Okay. Now, okay. Now, the same thing. Okay. All right. Now, let us see some methods. Very, very important thing. L is my list. T is my tuple, S is my string. Okay, so I had some methods on L. L dot you do, L dot hit the tab. So many methods, which are very much unique to the list itself. Same methods you don't find. There might be some same, but most of the methods will not be same. Tuple we have two only. See, S dot you see there are different unique methods which are associated with what? The string itself. Similarly, D is a dictionary. You see, there are some unique methods for the dictionary also. D dot tab you do. Tab, hit the tab button, okay? In your this one, Jupyter notebook. First is clear, copy from keys, get item keys, pop item, set default, update. Okay, uh, these are different methods you can apply on dictionary to do modification. Okay, now first is get method. My dict I've created my dict dot get the, see here you could have either get the element details by doing this accessing also, such as this, that is also fine, but you can use the get method also. Okay, and supply, how do we use methods basically? My dict dot get. Get is a method. I'm using the bracket here. What you want to get? Supply the key name. I want to get the age key value of the age 25. Okay, my dict dot get. What I want to get? Name. Alice is the name, right? So this is the get method. Okay, the next method is you want to just see the keys only. I'll run this my dict here now. See, I've written this library. Okay, my dict, and if I just want to get only the keys, my dict dot keys is a method. Okay, all the keys, name is a key, age is a key, city is a key. All of them have been returned in the form of a list. Look at this internally. the, they are returning in type of a list. Okay, now my dict dot values you do only. All the values will be fetched. Alice is a value, 25 is a value, New York is a value. So all the values have been fetched. Okay, so my dot keys, you can get all the keys values, you can do all the values. Guys, let me know, is that clear or not so far? See, I want to see some interaction. Okay, okay, let's move ahead then. Satish, you have to work a little then. If you're looking at this first, it is not difficult at all, believe me. You start from the very basic itself, like from the first class itself, and slowly you build on this, and then it'll be really clear to you. Okay, it's not difficult at all. Okay, all right. So items. Okay, and now what I'll do is there's one more method. Okay, my dict dot, see, these are all the methods you can use. Items you can use from, select from there. So it will give you the all the items. Items means key value pair in a tuple shape. Name is Alice, age is 25, city is, so if you can check this my dict here itself. My dict, name Alice, age 25, city is this one. Okay, so you want to get item wise. This is one item, comma separated value, right? One item. This is another item. So you are getting it in a shape of a, it's a list of tuples basically. Outside this, you see, it's a list. Okay. Inside this, it's a tuple, comma separated. Like why it is returning in that fashion, that will also be clear in coming classes. See, you have to be a little patient in Python, because till we reach the last class, a lot of things will be cleared towards the end only. There might be few things which will be not clear at this point, because the structure is as it. Okay, the structure it is, the structure of the programming is like that only. So you have to be a little patient. But irrespective of whatever is you are not understanding, keep on practicing these things. Believe me, uh, over a period of time, everything will get clear. Okay. So my dict is this, and my dict items will be, you'll be getting the each item in a form of a tuple. Iteration will not do it because you have not done the for loop. Nested dictionary we will understand now. Okay, so we'll create a dictionary underscore new is equal to, what is the syntax? Always have this curly brackets. First, I'll store it as person one. Okay, this is the key. In the value, what I'll do, I will create another dictionary. Okay, I'll create another dictionary here. Okay, in this dictionary, what I'll do is I will supply some key value pair again. Name, uh, Raj, comma age, 55. Okay, so this is a nested dictionary basically. Okay, and okay, let's execute this. Let's execute this. Now dictionary underscore new, if I check, so there is a dictionary outside this, you see there's a dictionary, inside that there is a dictionary. List inside a list is a nested list. Tuple inside a tuple is a nested tuple. Dictionary inside a dictionary is a nested dictionary. Okay, now how to access the items of a nested dictionary? What is the name of the dictionary? Dictionary underscore new, square bracket. So first supply the key. What is that key? Person one is the first key. Inside that, it's another dictionary again. So you want to get the name, the next level. So you get this name, you get the Raj. Okay, person one name is Raj. I hope you're understanding this. See, it's not that there are multiple ways of doing one thing in programming. Okay, it's not like, why, what is the use of using this particular thing if we have that thing, right? It's nothing like that. Sometimes in writing the programming logic you may need this, sometimes you may need that. Okay, so I'll show you in loop, for loop, why are we using this get rather than we can access it by using that accessing thing. Okay, Jay? All right, apart from that, is that clear everything? How do you create a nested dictionary and how do you fetch it? Here are some more examples of nested dictionaries. Look at this nested dictionary. Okay, so the first key is person one, second key is person two, third key is person three. Inside that key there are some more nesting. Inside that key some more nesting. Inside that key some more nesting is happening. Okay, so this is nexus, nesting. Guys, you have any issues here so far? I'm ending the session here itself. I'm just waiting for your questions, if you have any questions so far, because there are other things which you need to, because you have to go through some more things such as looping and all. Yeah, thank you for reminding. I'll share the notebook now. Okay, just no doubt, sir. Okay, little bit. Okay, okay. Kindly wait for just 2 to 3 minutes, guys. I'll be sharing the notebook. Both the notebooks. Okay, both the notebooks which I have covered right now. Just let me know if my screen is visible to you or not. Yeah, I'll show you what is the best way to practice. No sir, सब समझ में आ गया. अब practice के time समझेगा किधर गड्डी गाड़ी अटक रही है. सही है भाई. प्रैक्टिस पे ही तो सब घपला होता है. ठीक है, एक मिनट ना, बस मुझे कुछ टाइम देना, मैं इसको अपलोड कर रहा हूँ. इसको नेक्स्ट टाइम क्लास में आने से पहले मैं क्या करूँगा कि इसको ना अपलोड करके ही आपको वो फाइल दे दूंगा आपको. ठीक है, जस्ट अ मिनट. पाइथन कौन कौन सी क्लास ली हमने? टपल लिए, और पहले मैं टपल तो बना लूँ. ओके, और मैंने ली आज डिक्शनरी आई गेस. ठीक है, ओके. सो नाउ आई एम शेयरिंग द टपल गाइस. Share anyone with the link, copy the link, done. Uh, this is for tuple, guys, which I've shared now. I'm sharing the other one, dictionary. This is for dictionary, guys. Just download it quickly. Revision, don't worry, I'll revise it tomorrow. Okay. In the tomorrow session, I'll quickly revise this thing. Okay. Apart from this, you have any doubts? Let me know. I'm here for another 2 4 minutes. Mm. Okay, guys, then I don't see any questions as such, but make sure you are revising these things, okay? And how to practice? See ya. Just let me share my screen and let you know how to practice these things, okay? What you should do initially and what you should do later point of time, okay? Guys, I hope everyone is using this Jupyter notebook itself, okay? Uh, my screen is visible to you, right? Okay. So just see how to practice. Now here you see, if you want to write this code, keep your cursor on this, use this plus button. You'll see some empty cells here. Start writing. L is equal to square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So keep on practicing like this. Okay. So the whatever whichever I have shared to you, whichever notebook I have shared, just create an empty space here, right? Plus mark. It will add some empty cells. Start writing these code. Okay. You want to write code below this, start creating empty cell here. Okay, just at first try to copy things as it is. Later you will do a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes. By those errors you will learn and then keep on practicing. Done. So that's it for today. We'll be meeting tomorrow again. I hope this session has helped you. You can leave your valuable feedbacks also in the feedback form. Take care. Bye bye.